Okay, we're about ready to begin the game between the River Falls Wildcats and the Woodbury Royals. Woodbury is a team coming into this tournament that has played games against South St. Paul, Tartan, White Bear Lake, and North St. Paul. And they're in a conference that also contains, I believe, Hastings and Cottage Grove, I think, is also in on that league, isn't it, Chuck?
That's correct, Tom, and they've also played Hastings, by the way.
Okay.
The record coming into tonight's play is 4-0.
Okay. Well, we're set to go here, and we're going to start out with Steve Schrank, Mitch Gerathanis, and Howard Potton, along with Sean Dusick and Bobby Soderberg on defense. About set for the opening drop of the puck. Controlled by Woodbury into the River Falls zone. Shot back out by Soderberg. Goes across ice to the far side. Picked up by Dusick. Dusick clears the zone. Comes out to center. Clears it into the Woodbury end. Is stopped there by Woodbury and centered out and brought in on the near board. There's a drop pass left. It was tied up by River Falls right there. Shot on. Stopped by Miller. Dusick controls behind the net to Soderberg on the near boards. Goes back in behind the net. Control there by Dusick. Shoots it around to the far boards. Control there by Royals defense. Shot right back on goal. Covered up by Miller. Well, the opening there, Woodbury kind of controlled the puck. Brought it right into our zone. And again, we didn't clear the puck. We just we had control of it a few times, but we just didn't get that one opening pass, and we have to get out.
Tom, I think we need to get the jitters out starting into this tournament. We now have a new line out with Kevin Cayley at center, Chris By at left wing, and Trigby Olsen at right wing.
And we break out of the zone. Scott Landon over on the far side to By. By breaks in, shoots. It's intercepted there by Woodbury defense. It's in behind the net. Cleared over on the far boards. Intercepted in front by Cayley. Cayley shoots just wide. Goes into the near boards. Fought for there by By. Back out front to Landon. Landon has it. Tries to get it across and just tipped by Woodbury. Simone going back for it into his own zone. Goes behind his net. Circles on the far boards. Picked up there by By. By circles in behind the net. Comes out on the near boards. Up to Olsen. Olsen has control of the puck. Brings it out to center. Loses it there. Woodbury has it. We got a change of defense coming out. Picked up by Sean Dusick. Dusick carries across the Woodbury line to the near board. Shoots it in behind the net. Woodbury controls back there. Comes up on the near boards. Kept in again by Dusick. Shot back into the zone. Woodbury has it in behind their own net. Shoot it over to the far boards. Held there, and we're going to have a face-off. Corey Knott tied it up. We've got Knott, Cernahouse, and Wheeler out there, along with Dusick and Soderberg on defense. Kind of switched up the lines a little bit here tonight, trying to add a little different dimension to it, I think.
It looks like he's trying to beef up the knot line. He's got 3 passers up on that line, and see how that's going to work.
The face-off won by Woodbury. They break into the River Falls zone and carry in deep. It's cleared there by Soderberg. Soderberg comes out on the near side to Wheeler. Wheeler heading up. Center ice pass to, a hard shot on goal. Another shot goes to the far side. Cernerhouse had a real good opportunity there and just missed it. Picked up by Dusick in the River Falls zone. Dusick in behind the net. Shoots it up on the boards to Knott. Knott can't quite control. Still has the puck. Picked up there by Knott. Knott breaks to the Woodbury zone. Shoots it on the far side to Wheeler. Wheeler stops, controls the puck, gets it deeper into the zone. Still fighting for the puck there behind the net. Goes to the far corner, intercepted there by Potton. Potton gets a shot on goal. Right back to, that's Jim Simone. Simone controls in the corner, shoots it in behind the net. Woodbury trying to clear it out, kept in by Giathanis. And it's finally cleared all the way down the ice. And they wave off icing. Controlled in behind the River Falls net by Landon. Landon has it there, tries to set up on the near boards. Gets it up. And no wing there to cover. It's shot on. We got a stoppage of play here. We've got the line of Schrank, Giathanis, and Potton out there with Landon and Simone on defense.
I think the way that line was set up this past week was with Troy Kuslik out there with Giathanis and Schrank, but I think Troy may not have come to practice the last day or so.
Puck is cleared out of the River Falls zone by Potton. Handled there by Schrank, just tried to make a move and lost the puck. It's cleared there, kept in by Landon. Landon into Giathanis. Giathanis just clears the puck. Nice check at the blue line by Landon, keeps it into the zone. Potton into the corner for it, fighting there with Woodbury. Woodbury finally controls, goes up the far boards. Control there, kept, crosses the center line, loses the puck there. Landon picks it up. He's going up the far boards. He still has control of the puck. Gets it on the far side to Giathanis. Giathanis is offside. And we'll get a change here with the line of by Cernerhouse and Cayley coming out with Soderberg and Dusick on defense.
I think it's Trigby Olsen.
Oh, yeah.
Cernerhouse.
Okay. Draw won by Cayley over to Soderberg. Soderberg has it, shoots it to the Woodbury line, picked up there by Woodbury's defense. Brought up into the River Falls zone, controlled there by Dusick. Dusick carries in behind the net. Shoots it on the far boards to By. Can't quite get it out of the net. And we're going to have a penalty here, I believe, on Woodbury, number 21, who is Doug Berggren. What was the call on that, Chuck? I didn't quite see it. Cross-checking?
I think it was cross-checking. Now we're coming out with a power play line, which was Kevin Cayley, Wheeler, and Knott.
Interference was the call on that. The draw is going to be just outside the River Falls blue line. Knott controls there. It's carried on by Wheeler. Wheeler over to Cayley. Cayley going up the far boards. Gets it back to the defense to Dusick. Dusick to Soderberg. Oh! Nice play. Beautiful passing on that play, Chuck.
That's the finest power play I've seen us run all year. Yep. That was just the way it should be done.
That play went from Dusick to Soderberg to Cayley to Wheeler, standing right on the corner of the net. He just dumped it in.
The goalie could do nothing about that one.
Started out real even there, and then that power play just clicked right off the bat. There's a shot on the River Falls goal. Controlled by Cernerhouse, trying to come out of the zone. Intercepted there by Wheeler. Wheeler carries into the Woodbury end. Wheeler circling right in front. Can't quite get a shot. Picked up there by Knott. Knott in the corner with the puck. Gets it out front, intercepted by Woodbury defense. Woodbury comes out of their zone to the River Falls line, trying to carry in. Right in on goal. Shoots just wide. Picked up there by Landon. Landon coming out of the zone. Here's a 3-on-2 break to Cernahouse. Cernahouse walking right in, shoots right on. Almost a tip in by Knott. There's Cernahouse in the corner. Loses the puck. Giathanis trying to pick it up in the zone. Comes out on the near boards. Woodbury has it at center ice. Intercepted there by Simone. Simone heading in. Just loses the puck. Goes in behind Woodbury's zone. Net. It's on the near boards. Big check by Schrank right at the blue line. Controlled by Simone on the far side. Shot up the center, intercepted by Woodbury. Puck is just laying kind of loose. Finally picked up by Woodbury, carried into the River Falls zone.
So we have Jeff Prochnow out on defense with Jim Simone.
Here's going to be a call for checking from behind. Giathanis was carrying the puck in and just got plain wiped out from the backside.
Those are the penalties that I don't like to see. That's the one where the player can get hit. He gets hit behind, blindsided, doesn't know what's coming.
The penalties on number 12, Mark Vadnais from Woodbury. Okay, River Falls now is going back to the power play, and we're going with, I believe that'll be that same power play line with Knott out there and Cayley and Wheeler up front with Soderberg and Dusick on defense. Controlled by Woodbury to the River Falls line. Carried up to center ice and dumped in by Dusick on the near boards. Stopped there by Wheeler. Puck is tied up underneath. Controlled again by Woodbury. Tipped by Dusick at the blue line. He goes back into his zone, gets it to Soderberg. Soderberg on the near boards, back to Dusick. Dusick carries to center ice. Over to Wheeler on the near boards. Wheeler trying to stick handle in, just gets it tipped away. Puck goes deep into the River Falls zone, picked up by Dusick behind the net. Dusick carries up to center, gets it on the far boards, picked up there by Knott. And we're going to have an offside. Now, we haven't looked as good on this power play. I think we just haven't controlled the puck as well as we did that first time down.
Didn't get a chance to get set up.
Nope.
Like we did before.
Minute 16 left in the penalty, and we're going to go with Giathanis and Schrank out there with Landon and Simone on defense. Picked up by Schrank. Schrank breaking into the zone, finally controlled by Woodbury. Shot all the way down the ice. Stopped by Miller behind the net. Picked up by Landon. Landon stops in, tries to set up behind the net. Gets it on the far board to Bai. Bai shoots it cross ice. Nice pass to Cernahouse. Picked up by Giathanis. He goes in and scores. A nice passing play there. That was an awful nice looking play too, Chuck.
That was a great setup. They played that one.
That came out of the zone just the way you diagram it. Went from Landon to Bai to Giathanis, or to Schrank to Giathanis, and he walked right in and scored. So just about everybody had a hand in that one.
It'll be interesting to see how they call this one.
They got it right on.
Well, I think they could have added Landon for an assist there, 'cause that's where it started out. Now we have Craig Link out here on the right wing.
Along with Cernahouse and Troy Kuzlik. Woodbury clears into the zone, goes in behind the net. Stopped there by Prochnow on the far side, shoots it in around, and we're just standing there waiting for something to happen, and nothing is happening. Here comes a nice pass out to center by Todd Cernahouse, controlled by Link, carries it into the zone. He's taken down in the corner, controlled by Woodbury, shot behind their net, onto the near boards. A shot out to center and missed there by Cotton. Goes deep into the River Falls zone, picked up by Dusick. Dusick tries to center on the far boards, picked up by, and a big check there, cleared to center ice zone, back into the Woodbury zone. We got Cayley chasing after the puck behind the net. Woodbury picks it up there, shoots it on the far side. Here's Woodbury on a break. Comes in and is cut off by Simone. Gets it a nice pass on the far side, but it's just a little bit too far. Controlled in the corner by Woodbury. Shot up to center to By on the far side. He can't quite control. Shot back into the River Falls zone. Miller stops in behind the net. Comes up on the near boards to Olson. Nice pass to Kevin Cayley. Up to By. By gets around the defenseman, loses control for a second, leaves it in the corner. And I think we're going to get a change here. Kept in by Landon. Landon shoots it back into the corner. Picked up there by Olson. Another centering pass, but it's going all the way down the ice.
Trigby would have just taken a moment there and looked.
Take a look.
He would have been able to hit a man out there instead of just that hard blind pass. That would have, he had a man waiting for
a couple of neat little passes over there on the boards between By and Landon. Finally lost into the corner to Woodbury. Picked up there by Landon. Landon in behind the net, skates it up. Picked up by Olson. Olson shoots it in, and I think we're going to get a change. That line was out there for a long time. I think they were getting tired. Shot on the near boards, controlled by Woodbury in their own zone. They just shoot it out to center. Picked up there by Dusick. He shoots it back in behind the net. Stopped by the Woodbury goalie. Shot back in behind. There's a fight for it between Potton and Woodbury, and it's controlled by Potton. Gets it to Schrank. Schrank looking. Finally gets it back to Soderberg, who loses it to Woodbury, and they break into the River Falls zone. Picked up out front by Dusick to Soderberg. He loses it, controlled by Schrank. Schrank in the corner just dumps it. I think he wants off the ice too. So we got an icing call with 4:51 left in the period. River Falls leading it 2-0. Well, Chuck, so far, what do you think? With all these line shake-ups and so forth, it's looking fairly fluid out there, I think. I don't know.
Kids seem to be skating well. We've picked up 2 power play goals.
Now we're going to have Knott, Cernahouse, and Wheeler out there, along with Dusick and Soderberg on defense. Puck controlled in the River Falls zone by Wheeler. Wheeler gets it out to center ice. Picked up there by Woodbury. Shot right back in. Controlled by Soderberg. Soderberg to Dusick. Dusick to Cernahouse. Cernahouse gets it back to Dusick. Shoots it in behind the net. Gets it to Wheeler. Picked up by Knott. Knott trying to break out of the zone. Loses it, but picked up by Cernahouse. Cernahouse carries into the Woodbury end. He's all alone. Finally gets it all the way across. Going to be controlled by Dusick on the far boards. Dusick goes all the way into the corner. He's got a man out front, can't quite get it to him. Controlled by Soderberg. Soderberg shoots it up to Wheeler. Wheeler gets it into the zone to Kevin Cayley, still in his skates. He still controls, gets it to pretty good shot on goal there. Simone takes a big slap shot, just goes wide. Comes to this point, shot back in by Landon in behind the net. Woodbury having a little difficulty clearing the puck right here. Woodbury finally comes up the near boards, gets it out to center ice, intercepted by Landon. They shoot it in. Goes in behind the net. Going to be picked up by By on the far side. By shoots it in behind the net. Picked up by Landon. Landon goes out the far side. Gets it up to By. Back to Landon. Back to Simone as they break out of the zone. Simone carries forward, gets it across the blue line. Finally loses it. Picked up by By. By shoots it back to the Woodbury zone. Picked up by Woodbury, brought into the River Falls zone, trying to get a shot on goal. Picked up by Landon. Landon in behind the net, takes a big check. Puck comes out to the center. There's a shot stopped by Schrank's head, I think. Beaver took a headlong dive there. Didn't quite clear the zone. Picked up by Woodbury in front. They can't get a shot off.
I think that's what you call a header.
And I think we're going to have a penalty here out front. We're going to get an interference call here on Landon at the 2:53 mark.
This is River Falls' first penalty, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah.
That'll be interesting now to see if we can skate off the penalty.
We're going to have Kuzlik and Link out there with Dusick and Soderberg back on defense. Now this combination has been doing real good on the penalty killing so far this year. Nice play by Troy Kuzlik to clear the zone. Troy after it into the Woodbury zone. Woodbury picks it up, skates back to center. Long shot in, stopped by Miller, picked up by Dusick. Dusick clears all the way down the ice. 1:41 left in the penalty as the puck goes into the Woodbury end. Shot along the boards. Kind of a bad play by the Woodbury goalie, but controlled by River Falls. Shot back in. It would have been offside, but controlled by Woodbury. Comes into the River Falls zone, picked up by Soderberg. Soderberg to Dusick on the far side. Dusick still controls, being dragged down in the corner. I think we might have, no, they finally clear the puck. Goes back to the point, goes over to the far side. He's got a shot on goal there. Misses it just to the near boards. Puck controlled in behind by Woodbury. Centering pass right out front. Controlled again by Woodbury. Breaks right in, nice stop by Miller.
We need a line change.
There's going to be a hand pass right there. And I think that should come out of the zone on a hand pass, don't you, Chuck?
Yes, it should. And we also needed a line change. That line had been out there for well over a minute. So we have a little break in the action here. Coach Roman Dusick is pretty pleased with his team. They're playing in the International Silver Stick Tournament up at the Bloomington Ice Gardens.
I hear they're doing very well up there. There are 2 wins, and they face Chippewa Falls tomorrow.
Yeah, the Bantams beat Bloomington Kennedy yesterday, and they beat Omaha, Nebraska today.
Controlled again by Woodbury in the River Falls zone. Another shot gone wide. Check in the corner by Prochnow.
This is going to be an interesting call.
Both Prochnow and number 15 for Woodbury, who was Matt Armstrong, were really going at it in the corner. I think they're going to get matching penalties here.
Well, that's the right call as far as I could see.
That was a real conflict in the corner there, Chuck. An awful lot of pushing and shoving going on.
I don't think either one of them were going anywhere, but there was a lot going on.
Well, we got 32 seconds left on the penalty to Landon. River Falls is going to go with Knott here along with Simone and Schrank. And it's going to be 4 for Woodbury on 3 for River Falls. That was a shot that hit 4 people before it went into the net.
Strange ricochet.
Nothing you can do about a shot like that, Chuck. That ricocheted off everybody out front. Mike didn't stand a chance on that one.
We never got really into the play, Tom, but I always thought when you had 3 men on the ice, you usually would go with 2 defensemen and 1 forward. And there we had 2 forwards and a defenseman.
It's going to be 4-on-4 now for the next, for the rest of the period, 1:20. So it should have quite a bit of free ice out there for skating. Soderberg has it, still controls in the River Falls zone up to Dusick. Dusick gets it to Cayley. Cayley loses it. It's brought out of the Woodbury zone, brought into the River Falls zone, and he's still stick handling into the corner. And he still controls. Picked up by Woodbury in behind the River Falls net, and he clears it to the corner. Still controls behind the net. A centering pass, could have been another goal there. A nice centering pass, picked up by Bai. Bai carries in behind the net, leaves it for Dusick. Dusick stops in behind the net, comes out to Bai on the near boards. Bai skating up, gets it back to Dusick. Dusick carries out to center, dumps it into the Woodbury zone. And we're going to get a change. Woodbury stops it in behind their own net, come out on the near boards. They bring it to the red line, shoot it up, shoot it into the zone. And it's going to be picked up there by Simone. Simone gets it in behind the net to Schrank. Schrank coming up the near side. He gets taken off the puck. Woodbury checked at the line by Landon. Carried in behind And that's the end of the first period. So after one period, we've got a 2-1 score. Shots on goal for that period. RF 6, Woodbury 8. We've got 35 seconds left on the matching penalties here to Prochnow and Matt Armstrong. And we'll be back to start the second period in a few minutes. Second period here. Excuse me. River Falls leading it 2-1. There's 35 seconds left on the matching penalties to River Falls Prochnow and to number 15 of Woodbury, Matt Armstrong. Getting set to drop the puck, we've got Schrank out there with Soderberg and Dusick and Potton. Cleared into the Woodbury zone, cleared out, brought to center by Woodbury. Checked there by Dusick, picked up by Schrank. Schrank circles in behind her. Oh, centering pass almost picked off right out front by Woodbury. Goes back to the Woodbury line, cleared deep into the Woodbury zone. And there was almost a mistake on the Woodbury part. A pass cleared up on the far boards, kept in by Soderberg. Puck laying loose, control there by Woodbury. Tried to get it to center, picked up there by Dusick. Dusick has it at the River Falls line. Gets it up on the near boards here to Schrank. He loses it. Shot in by Dusick. We're going to get a line change here. We've got Giathanis out there along with Olson. And Woodbury breaks in 3-on-1. A nice stop by Miller there. We almost had a 3-on-0 there.
We got to be careful on those line changes. Had Woodbury been on the ball there, I think they could have gone in and done some damage. They hesitated just enough to let our players
one defenseman get back there and cover 3-on-1. Okay, we've got the line of Cayley, Olson, and By out there, along with Landon and Simone on defense. Got a little equipment problem here being taken care of. Face-off comes into the left of Miller, into the River Falls zone. Draw control by Woodbury out front. Picked up by Woodbury. Shot right on. Controlled by Simone. Shot to the far corner. Pass out front. Woodbury just tips out front. Goes to the side of the cage. And I think we're going to have a penalty here coming up to Simone for interference. Holding is the call. You want to do a little play-by-play, my voice is reasonable. Just got a little bit.
Minor penalty on number 18, Jim Simone, 2 minutes for holding. Simone, 2 minutes for holding.
We got Link and Kuzlik out, short-handed. Kuzlik picks up the puck. It's behind the boards. Woodbury sets up their power play, moving it out to their defense. Kuzlik breaks it up. It's taken out of the zone by Link. Woodbury goes back, picks up the puck, reorganizes, bringing it up the ice. Broken up by Dusick. We have an injured Woodbury player. Did you see what happened there, Tom?
Well, the puck was checked off his stick right at the last minute by a nice play by Dusick, and he kind of lost control and he went into the boards kind of head first.
It looked to me like he lost an edge on his skate.
Yeah. The injured player for Woodbury was Ben Abram, and he skated off under his own power and looks like he's going to be okay. Just take a little time on the bench, get the cobwebs out, and we'll be probably back in there. Draw comes outside the River Falls zone, shot in, controlled by Soderberg. Soderberg gets it up to Wheeler. Wheeler tries to clear the zone. Can't quite do it. Kept in by Woodbury. Shot back into the near corner. Controlled by Soderberg. Back to Wheeler. Pops over the stick of the defenseman. That's carried on by Todd Cernahouse. Cernahouse trying to control, gets knocked down out front. Woodbury breaks out of the zone, gets it to center ice. Picked up on the far side. Woodbury trying to set it up, brings it into the River Falls zone. To the far corner, shot out to the defenseman on the near side. Shoots it out of the rink, and face-off should come just outside the River Falls zone.
Well, they're looking for the puck. I see Craig Olson has an extra puck ready to hand to the referee. Get the play back into action again.
That was dug out by one of the River Falls cheerleaders down there. We're going to have Potton out there along with Prochnow and Schrank and Dusick. Controlled by Woodbury. Shot out of the zone by Dusick as he clears all the way down the ice. 37 seconds left in the penalty to Simone. In behind the Woodbury net. Brings it right up the center. Feeds it on the wing on the near side. Carries to the River Falls line. Carries right in. Takes a shot. Circles all the way around. Can't be kept in by Woodbury. Goes down the near boards all the way. That shot went all the way around the rink and all the way down into the Woodbury zone. Controlled in behind the net by Woodbury. Shot up on the near boards. Carried out of their zone. Nice pass into the center. Picked up there and a shot just wide of the net. Picked up by Dusick. Shot in behind to Potton. Potton trying to, that's Prochnow trying to come out. Shoots it out. River Falls back at full strength. Controlled by Woodbury. Potton has it again. Shoots it. Hits Schrank in the back of the leg. Picked up by Olson on the far boards. Giathanis just has it picked off his stick. Tries to go into the near boards with it. Still controls into the corner. That's Cayley. Cayley fighting for it in the corner. Controlled by Woodbury in behind their net. Shoot it back onto the near side. Controlled again by Woodbury. Trying to come out of the zone. Gets it back to the point. Tipped by Prochnow. Dusick has it at the River Falls line. Just loses it. Carried deep into the zone by Woodbury. Shot right on. Just wide. Controlled in behind the net. Cleared out by Miller. Another shot on the skates. Right through the goalie's crease. We're totally disorganized out there right now. We better get a face-off. Finally controlled by River Falls. Cayley comes out of the zone, shoots it up on the far boards to By. By trying to control into the zone. Picked up by Woodbury, picked up by Cayley. Cayley skates it right in, takes a weak shot. By tries to go for it and just falls down. Puck is finally covered up by Woodbury right next to the net. Good scoring opportunity there, Chuck.
We had a chance for a score, but a few seconds before, we looked rather disorganized down in the other zone.
Had a chance to give up a couple of scores. Now we're going to have Wheeler, Knott, and Cernahouse out there along with Simone and Landon on defense. Got 10:17 left in the period. The score is still 2-1 River Falls. Face-off is going to come to the right of the Woodbury goalie. On the draw will be Knott. Draw controlled by Woodbury. Shot up the boards on the far side. Wheeler after it. Wheeler gets it to Knott. Knott out front. Gets it to Cernahouse and shoots and scores.
Nice play.
That was another nice passing play right there.
Trickled underneath the goalie's legs. He couldn't see it. He was screened by his own man. Corey passed it out to Todd Cernahouse, and Todd got a shot off. It wasn't a hard shot, but it did the job.
I don't know if that was tipped or not by Wheeler. Wheeler was right out front on that one. It could have been. We'll see how the scoring goes on that one.
Craig Olson has to tell us.
The goal goes to Todd Cernahouse. From both Knott and Wheeler get the assists on that. Puck carried into the Woodbury zone again by Cernahouse. Cernahouse controls deep into the corner. Gets it out front. Shot by Wheeler and a score. Another beautiful pass, Chuck, right out front. And Wheeler wasted no time with that one. He picked it right off and shot it right into the net.
See, there's no question, Tom, with putting those three kids together, they're all three good passers, and he's by far got a strong line with that group. The question is how much he's taken from other lines and if that's going to hurt.
Well, I think all you have to do, Chuck, is just kind of look what's happening here tonight. The other lines, while they're not scoring, they're holding everything together. They're not really being scored upon, and they're holding their own. And if we can do that and still get some good scoring, we're ahead of the game. Controlled by Woodbury on the far side, shot in, stopped by Miller behind the net, picked up by Dusick. Dusick checked off the puck in the corner, picked up by Woodbury. Schrank comes in, gets it on the far boards to Giathanis, just clears the zone, and is shot right back in by Woodbury. Now basically, that should go down into the Woodbury end, I think, Chuck. He knew that was an offside. That was just an obvious one, but they just call it, and it's going to be a face-off outside the River Falls zone.
Absolutely.
We've got Potton out there with Giathanis and Schrank. Schrank takes a big check. He still keeps going forward. He got a 1st and 10 on that one.
That might have been spearing in football.
Big shot by Dusick from the point. Picked up by Giathanis in the corner. Tries a centering pass. Can't quite get it out. Controlled by Woodbury. Gets it up on the far side. Soderberg has it. Centers it out front. Nobody home. Controlled by Woodbury. Brought out of the zone. Giathanis intercepts. It's at the River Falls line. They avoid offside. Shoot it back to their own blue line. Picked up by Schrank. Schrank still has the puck, gets into the Woodbury zone, still controls, gets a pass out front, and Giathanis was knocked down out there and couldn't quite get a stick on it.
Oh,
he turns and fires, and it just went wide. By trying to fight for it, picked up by Woodbury, brought into the River Falls zone. Dusick pushes the man far, picked up by Woodbury, still in the River Falls zone, and I think we're going to get a tripping call here to Dusick. That was kind of a shaky tripping call there. Dusick actually had his stick on the puck, and the man tripped over his stick, so it's kind of hard to call a tripping call on that one, but they did. So River Falls will go shorthanded with 8:26 left in the period and leading 4-1.
And we have Kuzlik and Link out to skate off the penalty with Simone and Landon on defense.
This pair has been really good so far this game on penalty killing, Chuck. They've controlled the puck. Link has controlled every draw, and Kuzlik just cleared the puck again all the way down the ice. Picked up by Woodbury in behind their own net. Come out on the near boards. Pass up on the wing, drop there for the defense. Picked up, shot on the far side. Picked up by Landon, shot all the way down the ice. That's a shot on goal, right on. Goalie clears it in behind his neck. Picked up again by the defense. Woodbury has it there, trying to set up. Come out on the far boards. Lynx is causing some problems over there. He intercepts the puck again and keeps it in. Now Troy Kuzlik's out after it. Woodbury gets it in behind the net, controlled again there. They try to set up and come out of their own zone. They come out the middle, now up the near boards. They lose it again, controlled by Kuzlik. Kuzlik loses it in the River Falls zone. Picked up by Landon. Landon has it, dumps it down the ice again. Another shot on goal. Cleared by the Woodbury goalie in behind the net, and we get a change on the fly. And we've got Cayley out there along with By. Simone and Landon stay on defense. Controlled by Simone, shot back out to center. Controlled by Woodbury. Woodbury just shoots it in. We're going to try a new tactic here, just shoot it in. Simone has it, clears it back to the line, skips over the... No, he still keeps it in the zone. Kept in again, stopped by Landon nicely. Landon picks it up, comes out of the zone, carries into the Woodbury zone. Nice pass on the far side to Cayley, shot and score! Beautiful play!
Nice play.
Just an excellent play coming out of the zone. Threaded a nice pass on the far side to Cayley. Cayley took a real nice shot and put it right in the net. Well, now we've seen a shorthanded goal, Chuck. Another nice passing play.
Like I always say, take them any way you get them.
Woodbury now controls, brings it into the River Falls zone. Cleared but not out. Stopped by Miller. Miller throws it in behind the net. Fought for there. Cleared right out front. Shot blocked by the defense. Bobby Soderberg made a nice play on that one and smothered that shot right out front. Woodbury clears it in again. Stopped by Miller. Soderberg takes it in behind the net. Shot right out front by Woodbury. Defense walks in, shoots. A save by Miller, and I don't think he knew where that was. Picked up by left for Cayley. Cayley comes into the zone. Cayley shoots again just wide. The defense that time for Woodbury was so concerned about coming in on the near side, they left Cayley all alone, let him walk right in. Picked up by Landon behind the net. Landon still controls the puck, has it in his skates, carries out on the far boards, takes it, shoots it down. That's not going to make it. There's going to be no icing on that one. Picked up by Woodbury, and we get a change. Cernahouse trying to intercept coming out of the zone. Picked up by Knott. Knott gets stripped right at the blue line, but no call. Picked up again by Knott. Knott gets knocked down at the center ice. Controlled by Woodbury. Woodbury carries into the River Falls zone, takes a shot, easy save by Miller. Kicks it into the near corner. Big check by Simone there. They're fighting for it, and we get a whistle. Stoppage of play. 5:17 left. River Falls 5, Woodbury 1.
You know, Tom, it's interesting. You mentioned on those face-offs, and it's awful important who gets that face-off. It'd be kind of interesting sometime to go back and watch these films and see how many face-offs are won, how many face-offs are lost, and who maybe are the best ones to actually take the face-off.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, so far tonight on that penalty killing, that Craig Link has done a heck of a job in getting the draws on virtually every draw he's taken. Wheels comes up the far side, gets it across to Cernahouse. Cernahouse tries to get a shot on goal, just misses. Controlled again, shot out front, kept in by Knott. Puck still in the Woodbury zone. Finally cleared out, goes to Prochnow. Prochnow gets it up to Dusick, and Dusick shoots it off a Woodbury player into the stands. So we'll have a face-off with 4:52 left in the second period. Chuck, as long as the maximum strength Listerine hold out here, I think we might make it through this game. It's been a tough goal since about the 6-minute mark of the first period.
I have no question. It feels like there's about 20 lounges left in there, and I think you're going to hang on.
Stopped by Landon. Landon gets it over to Simone. Simone dumps it into the Woodbury zone. Cleared in behind. Comes up on the near boards. Big check by Simone on Woodbury coming out of their zone. Stopped by Landon. Woodbury breaks in offside.
You know, Tom, if it wasn't for the pay that you were getting for something like this, I know you wouldn't hang on the way you do, but it's all worth it in the end.
Oh, the bank account really goes up on these games, Chuck. It's just like a big cash register ringing in the sky.
Well, we're ready for a face-off here outside of the zone.
I hear for doing this, we get all expenses paid to South St. Paul for a dinner at the truck stop. And I'm really waiting for that. Well, Simone kind of ignored the puck there, took the man, and River Falls finally has it in their zone. Houghton, a pass goes a little bit too far for Schrank. Schrank still controls, does a head firster into the zone, but broke up the whole play. Schrank into the far corner, controlled by River Falls, shot back in behind the goal. The Royals break out on the near board, shot up to center. Picked up by Giathanis. He dumped it right back to the Woodbury man, but we're offside. 3:58 left in the period. And the face-off will come just outside the River Falls zone. I think our passing has looked a lot better tonight, Chuck, overall.
This is interesting because I'm not convinced that Woodbury isn't equally as good as some of the other teams that we've skated against, and yet we're doing pretty well out here.
Yeah. Dumped into the River Falls zone, stopped by Miller behind the net, left for Soderberg. Soderberg still controls, tries to come out the far side. There's 3 Woodbury players there, can't get it out. Tipped in front by Woodbury 2-3 times, and finally covered up by Miller. And Soderberg's put into the net awfully hard there. Doug Berggren from Woodbury and Bob Soderberg from River Falls were really checking all the way around the net there. And Bob finally got dumped into the net pretty hard.
I'm surprised we didn't get a call on that one. I thought he was going to take one or possibly both of them.
Everybody seems none the worse for wear after that, and we're ready for a face-off coming to Mike Miller's right. Draw one by Woodbury, back to the point, shot right on. Picked up by Chris By. By shoots it in behind to Soderberg. Soderberg up to Olson. Olson has it, gets it out to center. Checked there by Cayley. Picked up by Dusick. Dusick tries to clear it in. Shot right back out. Picked up by Soderberg. Soderberg carries to the blue line. Shot in. Controlled there by Woodbury on the near boards. Pass across. Gets through By. Picked up by Woodbury. Walking in. Takes a shot. Miller makes a beautiful save on that one. Nice hard shot on goal. Seems to be a little bit of feistiness coming out here, Chuck. The last couple of shifts out there, there's been a lot of pushing and shoving going on.
Well, I think the tempers start getting a little shorter and the score gets a little farther apart. The team that's behind gets a little more frustrated. We've been on both sides at that point.
Yes, we have. Now we got Wheeler out there along with Knott Cernahouse with Simone and Landon on defense. Corey getting set to take the draw. He wins it back to Landon. Landon shoots it in behind all the way up to Cernahouse. Cernahouse tries to come out. Gets it to Simone. Simone over on the far side to Wheeler. Another nice pass. Wheeler just has it tipped away, trying to get it to Knott. Woodbury picks it up. Comes in, and they carry two Woodbury players in offside. Finally shoot it into the zone. Controlled there by Simone. Simone shoots it in behind to Landon. Landon loses it in behind the net. Picked up by Woodbury, shot out front, smothered by Miller. There's something going on down here. I don't know what it is.
We've had a call of some kind, and I think we've had Jim Simone, who's just been removed from the game.
I don't know what the call was on that one. I didn't see anything. Sounds like he's getting 4 minutes, whatever it is.
Let's hear what the call is. The ref is over explaining now to Coach Dickmeyer.
It's a 4-minute major and game misconduct for spearing. And to be honest with you, I didn't see anything on that one, Chuck.
I didn't see that one either. I really didn't. I thought I was watching the play.
Well, River Falls is going to be shorthanded the rest of the period. The penalty is going to be served by Craig Link. And we're going to be shorthanded. Now, what this means, Chuck, is that we're shorthanded for 4 minutes. If they score 10 goals, we're still shorthanded. And that's going to last the rest of this period and the first part of the third period.
Right. I'm surprised Link is serving the penalty. I thought he'd be out on this penalty killing. But instead we've got
Cernahouse and Wheeler along with Dusick and Soderberg back on defense. Cleared out of the zone, picked up by Cernahouse. Cernahouse breaks into the Woodbury zone, carries it deep into the corner, still controls there. It's checked off the puck finally by Woodbury. It's carried in behind. Coming up the near boards, Woodbury gets it out to center. Picked up by Wheeler and shot all the way down the ice. Wheeler chases after. Cernahouse stays out at the blue line. Picked up by Woodbury. They come out the near boards. Picked up there by Wheeler and slowed down. He tries to circle. Comes up on the near side. Skates it deep into the River Falls corners. Tries a centering pass right on. Stopped out front. Shot back to the point. Picked up by Wheeler and shot down the ice. We're going to get a change on the forwards. We've got By coming out along with Cayley. And the defense is going to be Prochnow and Landon. Intercepted by By. By gets it back to Landon. Landon shoots it all the way down the ice. Almost picked off the referee with that one. Goes in behind the Woodbury zone. Everybody was beaten to it by Cayley that time. Shot up all the way into the River Falls zone. Goes in behind the River Falls net. Shot up on the far boards. Picked up there by By. By controls, loses it to Woodbury. Gets it out to the point. Shot from the point, tried to tip out front, but it's blocked there. River Falls checks into the corner. Woodbury still controls. It's back to the point. Controlled by Cayley. Cayley tries to get it out of the zone. Controlled by the point. Shot right on. There's a whistle out front. I don't know what that one was, but the Woodbury player took a swing at him and he still didn't get a penalty.
I don't understand this at all.
That was an outright swing and we got no penalty on that one. Well, we got nothing on that one, evidently, Chuck. There was nothing called.
I can't believe that we don't have a penalty call.
That was a full swing, and he didn't get anything for it. It's back to the point. Woodbury controls there. Miller does a real fine job there, just dives out onto the puck. Dusick had his man tied up out front. Neither one of them would give an inch, and the puck was laying right next to him. So we got 45 seconds left in the period. 2:04 on the double minor, or the major to Simone. And the puck controlled by Woodbury. A shot, nice stop by Miller again. Controlled in behind by Woodbury. Dusick in on the puck. 2 Woodbury and 1 River Falls man there trying to control the puck. Gets back to the point, and he loses it out of the zone. Good break there for River Falls. Comes out to center. Circles at center. Tries to come into the zone. Picked off there by Woodbury. Brought deep in. Stops in the corner, near corner. Gets it up onto the near boards. Back to the defense. Defense walks out front. Nice play by Swank. Stop that pass. Comes up, gloved by Miller and held on. So we got 3 seconds left in the period. Minute 22 left in the penalty. And River Falls has done a pretty good job on killing this penalty so far.
They've done a good job. I'll be happy to see us get out of this period, let everybody regroup. I think the type of play that we had going on here changed considerably after Simone took that spearing penalty. And I'm going to have to go back and review these tapes and see if in fact it was spearing, because I did not see it.
Well, if they're going to call that spearing, I don't see why they don't call an all-out punch, and the guy gets nothing for it.
Well, that one was clear, and everybody could see that, including the refs.
Referee's calling something here again. Nobody knows what's going on. And that's the end of the period. So after 2 periods, the score remains River Falls 5, Woodbury 1. Interesting to hear the shots on goal for that period, Chuck.
Now let's listen to what they have to say. We have 2 of our assistant captains over here.
Well, they outshot us 13-5 in that period, but River Falls scored 3 goals and Woodbury none.
And now we have a little conference going on here between the captains from the Woodbury team and the assistant captains from River Falls, Sean Dusick and Steve Schrank. I don't know if the ref is telling them to settle the game down or if the captains have called for this meeting. It would be my guess that the referee has called the captains in to have a little talk with them and tell them that he's not going to take anything in this 3rd period.
I would agree with you on that, Chuck.
Assisted by
Okay, we're ready to start the third period. We got 1:19 left on the penalty to River Falls. And we're going to go with Knott and Kuzlik and Landon and Soderberg. That's kind of a new setup on defense. Controlled by Woodbury. Bring it up the far side, shoot it into the River Falls zone right out in front. Chased there by Soderberg. Back to the point. Shot from the point. Gloved there by Miller and held on to. Nice save by Mike Miller. Miller's played awfully well this game, I think, Chuck. He's really kept his head right in the game, and he seems to be in front of just about everything.
Mike has made some real nice saves and done a fine job out there.
Controlled again by Woodbury, back to the point. Walk right in front, shot and score.
Well, we shouldn't have said that.
No. Woodbury controlled the face-off, got it back to the point. They shot it back in on the far boards to the mid-man, and nobody picked him up. He walked right in and scored. You can't really fault Mike on that one. He had a clear shot, walked right in there on it.
Well, we keep going with the penalty, 58 seconds left.
We'll go with Schrank and Potton up front with Dusick brought in by Woodbury offside. Now again, they're not calling these, but those are obvious offsides. They should be going all the way down to the Woodbury end.
I would think so.
So we got Dusick and Prochnow on defense, along with Potton and Schrank up front. Got 51 seconds left on the penalty, and it's cleared down by Potton. Chased down by Woodbury.
Beaver's going after that one hard.
Beaver causes a little trouble in behind the net. Woodbury comes out, goes right up the middle. Passes on the far board. Control there by Woodbury. Brought in, and I think they should have an offside on that one also, which they call. Face-off will come just outside the River Falls blue line. And we have 30 seconds left in the penalty. 14-11 left in the period. Score River Falls 5, Woodbury 2. We go with Soderberg and Landon on defense, along with By and Cayley up front. Draw one by Woodbury. Shot into the River Falls zone. Picked up by Soderberg. Soderberg controls on the near board. Controlled again by Woodbury. Woodbury taken into the corner there by Landon. Puck comes free. Picked up by Woodbury in behind the River Falls net. Shot out front. Nice save by Miller. Goes into the near corner, picked up by By. By clears the puck all the way down the ice with 6 seconds remaining in the penalty. Picked up in behind the Woodbury net. He breaks out to center. River Falls back to full strength. Brings it into the River Falls zone. Shot just wide. Goes outside the River Falls zone, picked up at center by Woodbury. Woodbury controls on the near boards. Gets it over into the center, picked up by By. By backhands it to nobody. And it's picked up again by Woodbury. Controlled by Todd Cernahouse. Cernahouse breaking in behind the River Falls goal, leaves it for Soderberg. Soderberg checks his man, picked up by Cernahouse. Cernahouse gets it up to the blue line. Olsen drags his man down, no call on that one, which could have been. And it's cleared out to center. Shot right back in. We're going to get an offside here. Soderberg clears it out of the zone, breaks his stick, picked up by Knott. Knott brings it in over the Woodbury's line. He's dragged down. No call on that one. Woodbury has it on the near boards. Picks it up. Breaks into the zone. One-on-one with Dusick. Dusick clears it in. Stopped by Miller and covered up on. Both defensemen picked up their men there, and virtually nothing happened on it.
Fortunately, nice play by Sean Dusick. He just took his man, and the puck went through, but the puck isn't going anywhere, so without the man to shoot it, and Mike had an easy opportunity to save it.
Okay, we've got Prochnow and Dusick on defense, and there's another. Referees missed another one. It was cleared up on the near boards to Wheeler. Wheeler gets it across to Cernahouse. Cernahouse stopped at the Woodbury line, carried in offside. None of the referees were looking at that play either, evidently. Woodbury man broke his stick, continued to play with it, and no call.
I'm not sure the Woodbury man knew that he'd broken the stick. Not that that makes any difference as far as the penalty is concerned.
Face-off comes just outside the Woodbury end, and we've got Schrank out there along with Cotton and Giathanis, with Dusick and Prochnow on defense. Stopped in behind the net by, tried to clear out by Giathanis, intercepted by Woodbury, put right back in, picked up by Dusick. Dusick gets it on the far boards, picked up by Prochnow. Prochnow shoots it out to the blue line, intercepted by Schrank. Schrank carries in, gets it across to Giathanis. He goes in, shoots. Goalie made a real nice save on that one.
Beautiful pass by Steve Schrank.
Beautiful pass. Stopped by Miller. Gloved and held on to. Big check here by Steve Schrank. And Woodbury carried on and carried into the zone, got a shot on goal. Mike Miller gloved it and hung on, and we'll get a face-off. It's going to come to the right of Miller with 11:42 left. Still 5-2, River Falls. Okay, we've got By out there along with Kevin Cayley and Trigby Olson. There's a shot on, another nice save by Miller. Brought in behind the net by Woodbury. Tried to control it out front, stopped by Miller. Some pushing and shoving again going on out front. Woodbury seems to really pressure that net, Chuck. Anytime that puck's in there, they feel they can stand right in the crease, and that's perfectly okay.
They pressure the net, and they're a little feisty right now. They're frustrated. They haven't won a game yet this season, and I think they came down here expecting to handle this River Falls team.
We're going to get a call on Woodbury here for cross-checking. Number 19, who is Ben Abram. So River Falls will go on to the power play with 11:24 left in the period. We're going to have Kevin Cayley, Corey Knott, and Wheeler out there, along with Dusick and Soderberg on defense.
I don't know if you remember, but this is the third time that River Falls has played this Woodbury team. The first time they played them was under the coaching of Tom Landon. At the time, these kids were mites, and the score at that time, if you may remember, was 17-1. The second time, again, the coach was Tom Landon as Squirts, and there was a tremendous upset when River Falls beat Woodbury in a tournament here.
I remember that one.
Score of 5-7, I believe, or 5-3.
River Falls is having real problems here trying to get set up on this power play. It's shot back into the River Falls zone. Stopped there by Wheeler. Pass comes up on the near boards, picked up by Knott. Knott gets it back to Wheeler. We've got a 2-on-1 breakaway. Wheeler walking right in, gets it out front. Shot and score. Real nice passing play there. Came out of the zone just excellent. Wheeler hung on to the puck at the last minute, got it over to Cayley, and Cayley again just took the shot right off the pass and put it in. Nice low shot.
Goes right back to my feeling on hockey, Tom, and that's the team that passes the puck, and the player that passes the puck and knows how to pass it is going to be the one that comes out on top. And that again was a beautiful pass by Wheeler, who's one of the kids on the team who does a nice job passing the puck.
Did you notice on that, though, Chuck, that Woodbury seemed to have all their players caught up ice on that? And they were trying to defense the River Falls power play, and you can't do that with 3 men in the River Falls zone. You can't press it into the zone. You've got to fall back and play defense. It's kept in by River Falls. A centering pass picked off by Woodbury right out front. Comes out to center. Still hangs onto the puck. Gets it to the line. Shot back out by Prochnow. Prochnow gets it to Potton on the far side. Potton carries in. Gets it onto the far boards. Picked up by Giathanis there. Kept in by Dusick. Dusick shoots it in behind the net. Potton after it. Now Giathanis. Picked up again by Potton. A shot on goal. And we're going to get a penalty here. And this is going to be on number 10, Mitch Giathanis. And I think he called it holding.
Minor penalty on number 10,
penalty comes at the 9:58 mark. River Falls leading 6-2. The referee's having another conference here. I don't know what this one is about either. Oh, the referee did? Evidently the referee might have caught a stick in that last little melee along the boards. He shakes it off. He's all right. So we've got Link out there along with Kuzlik as the penalty killers with Landon and Soderberg on defense. Puck goes in behind the River Falls net. Control there by Woodbury. Tries to bring it around the net, cut off by Soderberg. And the puck gets hung up on the River Falls net. And the face-off will be coming outside of the River Falls zone with minute 45 left in the penalty.
Tom, remember how they used to take the goal posts and screw those pipes in so you'd hold that net in place?
It used to be real tough when you ran into those, Chuck.
It's amazing we didn't have more injuries than we did.
Again, Link wins the draw and gets it back to the Woodbury line. Doesn't quite clear it all the way. Woodbury tries to clear it into the zone. Picked up there. Passed in, controlled by Woodbury. River Falls goes into the box. The pass goes all the way across. A shot there, stopped by Link. Link tried to control it, controlled by Woodbury. Nice block by Link on that shot from the point. Woodbury has it in the corner. River Falls is set up in the box. They've got it on the near boards, get it in behind. Woodbury still controls, tries to get it out front. Nice pass. Picked up by River Falls, cleared out to the blue line, but not out of the zone. Back in behind the net to Soderberg. Soderberg has it. Gets it taken off his stick. Woodbury has it in the corner. Control there. And we're going to get a call on Woodbury here for holding behind the net.
No, there's an interesting call there. The Woodbury player took Bob Soderberg's stick and threw it. And now he's got another penalty, I think.
Well, you got a double minor and a 10-minute misconduct on that one, Chuck. He's sitting for the rest of the game. He got a minor penalty 2 minutes for slashing. He got a minor penalty 2 minutes for throwing a stick. And then he got a 10-minute misconduct.
The 10-minute misconduct was for discussing the call with the referee, I think.
Penalties on Woodbury number 19, Van Abrams, a 2-minute minor for slashing, a 2-minute minor for throwing his stick, and a 10-minute misconduct.
So serving the minor penalties for Woodbury is going to be number 10, Steve Gabrielli. And so we're going to be going 4-on-4 here for the next 55 seconds. And then River Falls is going to go on the power play for about 3 minutes. 8:53 remaining in the game. Puck comes to center on the near side, shot in by Woodbury. Goes in behind the net, stopped there by Miller, left for Dusick. Dusick controls behind the net. Comes out on the far side, still controls. A nice lead pass for By, but that's going to be icing. By couldn't quite get his stick on that, otherwise he had a breakaway. Awful nice pass try there by Dusick. That came within an eyelash of being a completed pass.
That would have been interesting. I'd like to have seen that one completed.
Now we're going to go with Todd Cernahouse and I believe it's Howard Potton up front with Landon and Soderberg on defense. Controlled by Woodbury, shot in, smothered by Miller, and held. Face off again to the left of Miller. We've got 8:32 left in the period. Controlled by Todd Cernahouse, back to Bobby Soderberg, back around on the far side to Cernahouse. Cernahouse misses the puck there. Controlled by Woodbury, picked up by Landon, in behind the net, gets it up on the near boards to Potton. Intercepted by Woodbury, cleared around behind the net. Controlled there by Landon. Landon tries to come out of the zone. Pass up on the near side to Potton. Nice pass to Potton. Potton carries deep into the Woodbury zone, still controls, tries to get it out front. Intercepted by Woodbury into the corner. Woodbury controls there, stopped by Cernahouse. Tied up in the corner, finally picked up by Woodbury. Woodbury breaks to the middle. Tries to come out of the River Falls zone, stopped there by Kuzlik. Cleared, but not out by Woodbury. Woodbury chases it down on the far side, finally gets a hold of it, clears it the length of the ice. 2:44 left in the penalties to Woodbury. Picked up in behind the net by Landon. Landon has it there, comes out on the near side, gets a pass up, missed by Troy Kuzlik, shot on. Miller left the rebound, come right out front. Picked up by Troy Kuzlik. Kuzlik goes up the far side, gets a pass ahead a little too far for Cernahouse, picked up by Woodbury. Cernahouse intercepts, carries into the Woodbury zone. We've got a penalty coming up here, and I don't know who this is going to be on so far. I think the first penalty is going to be on Troy Kuzlik. And he's going to get a penalty for cross-checking. And I think that's going to be it. So the teams will be skating even for the next 2 minutes. And then there'll be a 17-second power play for River Falls, as there's 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the double penalties to Abrams. So we'll be skating 4-on-4. 7:12 left in the period. River Falls 6, Woodbury 2. Game has kind of really deteriorated this third period, Chuck. It's not the smooth skating that we saw in the first two periods. It's more kind of just banging and nothing really happening.
It's just razzle-dazzle hockey at this point. There isn't much left of it as far as a hockey game, as far as I can see.
Kind of being played in center ice right now. By has it back at the River Falls line, brings it up the middle, skates to the far side, dumps it in and chases. Picks it up in behind the Woodbury net, still carries onto this side, takes a check on the near boards, controlled by Woodbury. They come out of the zone, 2-on-2. A pass up intercepted by Prochnow. Prochnow keeps it at the blue line, picked up by By. By gets it across to Dusick. Dusick gets it up to Giathanis. He loses the puck, picked up by Dusick. Dusick carries in. Dusick is 2-on-1. Dusick right into the net. Takes a shot. Nice play by Dusick there. Controls in the corner. Tries to center to Wheeler. Picked off by Woodbury. Woodbury carries the center ice. In across the River Falls blue line. Nice centering pass. Picked off by Soderberg. Soderberg clears into the near corner. Picked up again there. Saved by Bobby. Gets it in behind the net to Dusick. Dusick has the puck there. Feeds it up to Wheeler. Wheeler gets it around at the blue line, but intercepted by Woodbury. Shot back in. Intercepted by Soderberg. Goes into the corner, fought for by Wheeler and a Woodbury player. Finally controlled by no one. I think finally controlled by Woodbury. Centers out. Corey Knott intercepts. Knott on a 1-on-2 break. Carries in. Finally, Wheeler comes down to help him out. And is holding out front again, not called. Picked up in behind the net, held there for a face-off. We've got 5:16 left in the period, 4 seconds left on the River Falls penalty, 21 seconds left on the double minor to Woodbury. So up front, we're going to go with Olson and Cayley, and on defense, Soderberg and Landon. So in 4 seconds, we're going to be on a 17-second power play here.
Tom, have we gotten many shots on goal this period?
I don't think there's been many shots, period, on goal this period, Chuck. Controlled by Woodbury in the River Falls zone. Finally picked up by Soderberg. Clears it in behind. Landon picks it up on the far boards. Gets it over there. It's intercepted. Finally picked up again by Landon. Landon has it back to Soderberg. Soderberg tries to get it up, and Olson misses the pass at the blue line. We're going to get an icing call there. That wasn't a bad pass, Chuck. I don't know what happened on that one. It just wasn't caught.
Trigby, I think, is having a little difficulty playing this right wing position. Trigg has always played either center or left wing, and now he's being looked upon to play a little different style here and adjust to that pass coming in, and that's a difficult pass to catch.
Hey, we got By, Cayley, and Olson out there, along with Dusick and Prochnow on defense. Dusick clears it up to center. Stopped there by Woodbury. Picked up by By. By checked on the far boards. Puck comes to center. Picked up by Cayley. Back Picked up by Cayley, shot into the Woodbury zone. Woodbury goalie comes way out and just takes it off the stick of Cayley. Puck comes cross ice to Woodbury. There's a pass right in, walks right in, shoots. A big check on the goalie. That was really a cheap shot, Chuck. He took just a vicious check on our goalie on that one.
We've got a River Falls player, Trigby, there. He took a real shot, as well as Mike Miller. I tell you, I want to see the ref make some calls here. He called some against us. It's time that we really get some calls made this time.
That was number 21, that Doug Berggren again for Woodbury. He spent an awful lot of time in the penalty box so far tonight.
Where's your game misconduct, ref?
I don't know what the call is yet. We're kind of waiting to hear here. We got number 21 for Woodbury, Doug Berggren in the box, and then we also have Sean Dusick from River Falls in the box.
See, the Woodbury player took a 4-minute major, or a 4-minute double minor.
Woodbury, number 21, Doug Berggren, 4 minutes for deflecting the goal via screen. A minor penalty on River Falls, 15, Sean Dusick, 2 minutes for roughing.
I think that was some pretty poor calls by the officiating there.
They really lost control of the game on that one. There was no question whatsoever that there was the penalty against Mike Miller. That was the proper call, but then there was a second one from the Woodbury player when he went past Miller and hit...
Wiped out Olson and didn't get anything for that one.
Hit him way above the shoulders.
So we're going 4-on-4 here for the next minute 52. Landon comes out of the zone, carries out to center, clears into the Woodbury zone. Picked up again by Landon. Landon goes in, shot on goal, picked up by and frozen by the Woodbury goalie. We were trying for a pretty good passing play there. Landon came into the zone, got it to Schrank. Schrank bumped it right back to Landon, and he just couldn't quite turn the corner and get in on goal. Puck controlled by Woodbury, comes out of their own zone, comes up to center ice, still controls, comes into the River Falls zone, walks right in, takes a big check there by Soderberg. Soderberg clears in behind the net, picked up by Landon, cleared out. Landon comes up the near boards, gets a nice pass out to Schrank. Schrank gets into nobody with him. His wing quit on him. Schrank still controls, comes out into the middle of the ice, picked up there by Cernahouse. Cernahouse loses it to Woodbury. Woodbury comes out of the zone, goes into the River Falls zone. Two men pick him up there, tries to center, goes in behind the net. Picked up there by Soderberg. Soderberg comes out on the near side to Cernahouse. Cernahouse tries a centering pass, doesn't get it out of the zone. Picked up again by Woodbury. Centering pass out front, tipped away by Soderberg. Soderberg has it in the corner, gets it up on the near boards, out of the zone. Not after it there, picked up by Woodbury. Controlled by Cernahouse. Cernahouse to the Woodbury line, gets it in, still controls, goes over onto the far side. Picked up by Knott. Finally cleared out of the zone. Woodbury has a breakaway coming right in on Miller. Prochnow dives, and a nice save by Miller. Good glove save by Miller on a breakaway.
That was a beautiful save by Miller. Very, very nice.
Woodbury man cleared in there and broke right around Prochnow, left him standing there, and broke right in on net.
Jeff is going to do everything he can, but he just couldn't keep up with that guy from a speed point of view, and we're missing Jim Simone out there on defense.
He had, the Woodbury man had the momentum, and Jeff was trying to skate in backwards, and he couldn't quite get turned around to keep up with him. Puck goes back to the point, shot on goal, cleared by Miller. Comes over onto the near boards, picked up there by By. By clears the zone to center ice. Picked up by Cayley, and we're going to get an offside call here. A little bit more going on out there I didn't see, but
I saw that. The Woodbury players frustrated, and he took his stick and slammed it into the boards, and the referee looked right at it and never called it.
Woodbury brings it into the zone. Back to the point. Stopped there by Landon. Finally cleared out of the zone. Could have had a breakaway on that one if we could have cleared the puck. Cleared out of the zone again by Landon. Center ice. Picked up by Woodbury. Cleared in. Stopped there by Prochnow. Prochnow takes it back into the corner. Has it behind the goal. Shoots it to Landon. Landon on the near boards. Tries to get it up to By. Intercepted there by Woodbury. Woodbury brings it in front. Intercepted again. Finally cleared out to By. By has it. Gets it across to the center. Picked up by Kevin Cayley. Cayley breaking into the zone all alone. Still gets his shot off. Nice shot. Just went wide. Comes on the near boards. Picked up by Woodbury. In behind the net. Olson chases him there. Puck comes out to center. Check put on there by Knott. Knott controls the puck into the Woodbury zone. Has a man hanging all over him. Still gets it out front. And just a little bit long and intercepted by Woodbury. Kept back in by Olson. Goes back into the corner. Shot along the far boards. Kept in there by Dusick. Dusick centers out front to Knott. Knott still controls the puck. Turns, shoots. Hits the post.
Super shot.
Puck comes all the way out. And back for it is Soderberg. Soderberg clears in behind the River Falls net. Has it there, waits to set up. Gets it up on the near boards to Knott. Knott takes a check from both sides. Here's a break coming in by Wheeler. Wheeler has it, gets it in behind the Woodbury net. Carries into the far corner, still has control of the puck. Comes back, picked up by Schrank. Schrank controls. Gets it back behind the net. Tries to center out front, can't quite get his stick on it. Woodbury comes back out, breaks to center, takes a slap shot from there. Goes in wide of the goal, picked up by Soderberg, carried in behind, stops there, sets up. Schrank circles the net, Soderberg keeps it, gets it on the near side to Schrank. Schrank coming out of the zone, gets it up to center. Stopped there by Cernerhouse. Cernerhouse is called for carrying the puck. We'll have a face-off just about center ice.
20 seconds left in the game. The score is 6-2, River Falls ahead. Still 5 seconds left in the penalty for Woodbury.
I thought so far this game, Mike Miller's had an awful tough game for River Falls. He's played extremely well in the net. We got Giathanis out there along with Schrank and Potton. And on defense, we have Prochnow and Landon. Woodbury picks it up on the far side, breaks into the River Falls zone. Picked up by Landon, goes in behind the net. Comes out on the near side. He's slashed. And again, no call. These referees, I think, were the worst I've seen so far this year, Chuck, without question. They just let it all go.
I don't know where these referees came from or who lined them up, but they really did not call a game the way they should have. It was a very poorly called game. And maybe it's the fact that they're doing 2 games back-to-back, that they're just plain tired, they're going to let them go, but the game got out of control.
13 for a game total of 34, for River Falls 5, for a game total of 16.
Well, we got thoroughly outshot on that, Chuck. It was 34-16, but the scoreboard reads 6-2 River Falls. So I think the quality shots were River Falls.
And that goes to show that our goalie held us in that game in many respects, because had he not been making those saves, the score could have been considerably different.
Yeah.